It's late into the 2024 hunting season, and I can definitely say it's been a great year so far. From killing my first buck to shooting my first deer with a bow. The going has been tough, but my persistence and hard work has paid off. One thing I've yet to do this season, however, is kill a hog. Now I have killed plenty of hogs in the past, but never with my bow. And in this video, I set out to do just that. I'm going deep into the South Florida swamp and bringing you along to show you little tips and tricks I've learned about getting after these non-native critters that have definitely found their place in our woods. So here's the deal, y'all. I've got no hog meat at home. I do have some deer meat, thank God. I got a buck this season, but I have no hog meat. So I think it's time to get after some hogs. I've had hogs and opportunities to shoot hogs all season long, but I've been so focused on deer hunting that I passed on all hogs that I came across. But now that we got some deer meat in the freezer, it's time to put some hog meat in there as well. So I got my bow with me this time, and we're heading out to the woods. Gonna try to do a little spot and stalking for hogs. So we're gonna get after them. Gonna grab the bow. I got the e-bike just in case the spot I'm going to is not completely underwater. But we're gonna get after them and see if we can put a hog on the ground with the bow. This would be the first hog I kill with a bow. So that would be awesome. But let's not talk anymore and let's get out there. All right, guys, we have arrived at the spot. And today, yes, thank God I got it. I'm bringing these bad boys because I expect it to be wet. And these will just allow me to sneak around a little better than full-on boots. Little trick for you guys. If you're gonna spot and stalk in Florida, get you some little beach shoes. They make a huge difference.
It's time to roll, y'all.
Bow's loaded up, bike is ready to go.
Let's head to the woods, see if we can get on some hogs.
Alright, so looks pretty wet still. Oh, that's mucky. That's real mucky.
All right, well, looks like we're gonna have to be on foot from this point forward. It's starting to get way too swampy, but it has dried up a lot. That's all right, we got 3/4 of the way there with the e-bike, which saved us a lot of time. Little tip for you guys that haven't had luck yet finding hogs in South Florida. If you see what I'm walking through right now, should give you an idea. If you're avoiding water, you're avoiding hogs. You gotta go where they are, not where you wanna be. All right, so I just made it now to where the cypress swamp buds up to the oak hammock here. It's a really large oak hammock. So the hogs are gonna be in here feeding, and they'll be resting in here too sometimes, especially along the edge where it's near close to the swamp. So now the plan is I'm gonna go ahead, walk up in there, and see if we can't creep along slowly and hear them. So a lot of times you'll hear hogs before you see them. So that's where these little creepy shoes come into play. So we're gonna creep around and just try to be silent and listen. There's actually a acronym that I think the military uses. It's called SILS. Whenever you're in a situation where you're either evading capture or you're looking for something, especially something biological, in this case animals, SILS. stop, or SLILS. Yeah, stop, look, listen, smell. That's the acronym, SLLS. Stop, look, listen, smell. So that's what I try to do when I walk through the woods. I'm always telling myself, just stop. Whenever you feel like you're walking too much, stop, look, listen, smell. Can't tell you how many times I'm just walking without a purpose. I just, for no reason whatsoever, decide to stop. And just standing there 30 seconds, I start hearing something. So that's what we're gonna try to do right now. I can hear something.
Whew. So just got back to the truck, guys. I found a bunch of sign, and initially when I was walking in there, I definitely spooked one. I know for sure it was a hog, it wasn't a deer, just because it kind of like ran forward and came back and then went again. Deer just kind of just trot off, but this thing was acting all erratic like a hog would. Definitely a very hoggy area. I put a camera up just to kind of keep tabs on it, so we'll see what we see on there, but I will definitely be following one up. I think I'm definitely gonna stick to the bow. I think that's gonna be the goal, is I want to do my first hog kill with the bow. So we're gonna come back later in the week. We're definitely going to get one. So I'll see you when I see you. Peace. Alrighty guys, we just pulled up to the spot here. It is an absolutely gorgeous day, and we're gonna go ahead and walk out and see if we can get lucky today. But before we do that, I actually want to bring you guys the verse of the video. It's a small one but powerful. It comes from Matthew chapter 6 verse 21. It says, "For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." What a short but powerful verse. Guys, this really just talks about what we value. Do you value money? Do you value your family? Do you value a specific person? Do you value certain riches, certain materialistic things? What do you value? Or do you value eternity and God's love for you? Wherever you put your value is where your heart's gonna be. But guess what? If we put our value on things that are temporary, the devil knows that the only thing he has to do to destroy our identity is to take away that thing in which we put our value. But there's something that the devil can never take away from us, and that is God's love for us and his hope and his promise over our lives. So put your value and put your treasure in heaven, meaning put it on God, put your faith on God, because the devil can't take away anything that God gives you, and he will never be able to shake your identity if your identity is found in God and not things of this world or things that the devil could take away from our lives. And it's just really powerful. So guys, I hope this brought you value. Let's go ahead, get our stuff ready, and get out into the woods. Alrighty guys, as you guys see, I do have the bow with me once again, and we're gonna try to go get after it with the bow today. Gonna go to a completely new spot, walk in through a completely new area, and I'm coming lightweight, bringing my lightweight pack and my stick, and I'm just gonna go look for sign. And we're gonna go look for maybe like a feed tree or something. If I could just find some fresh poop underneath some trees, and you know, just something that speaks to me, and I'll go sit on that for the afternoon. But yeah, I expect it to be a little bit wet on our walk out. Should be good. Let's get out there. Let's get in the woods. I'll bring that with me today. We have a really strong northeast wind today. Actually have the wind muff on the GoPro here because I'm hoping that'll help out with the sound. I don't know how it sounds too well right now, but it's not usually great whenever the wind is really strong. Animals kind of get sketched out because they can't really hear very well, and they can only really smell well in one direction. But at the same time, it helps us out because we know exactly what the wind's doing. It's never going to swirl on us. because it is blowing, you know, good 13 to 15 knots today. So that's all right. We'll play with what we got.
All right, guys, so I'm just walking along here, the edge of this flag pond, and you guys can see there's a game trail right here. So one thing to look out for on the edge of flag ponds is if you see any hog poop or tracks. Hogs will definitely use the edges of flag ponds like this because that's all wet. Remember, hogs cannot sweat, so they need to be able to cool off in the heat of the day. And they'll lay down on the edges of these flag ponds because you guys can see it's got water, so they'll put their wallows in there. A lot of times you'll be walking around and you'll see a hog wallow there. So same thing with cypress. If you come across cypress, a lot of times you'll find hog wallows in there because it's wet and the hogs are looking to cool down from the heat of the day. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. All right, here you go, guys. Here's precisely what I'm talking about. See that right there? Right on the edge of a flag pond. Hog wallow right there. You can tell they've been laying in there in the cool of the tree. You can see little prints in there and look like a little trail. Perfect for a hog. Yeah, see more rooting over there. Right here, look. Hog prints right there. So they're all messing around up in here. Just something else to look out for. Help you connect the dots. Man, I'll tell you guys, this wind is cool, but it is hot. It is all of 80 degrees, if not more right now. And it is December 12th, so just give you an idea, South Florida heat. But I've gone about 700 yards through a bunch of flag ponds. We just hit the edge of the woods here. Looks like there's a bit of this grass, and then the woods and the cypress starts over there, which is where I want to get to. Probably hug that edge, look for sign. So let's roll. Something definitely died right there. Goodness. Okay. I think this is gonna be my tree. Looks pretty good. Alrighty guys, so we just got set up here in the tree. We're right on the edge of a cypress meets oak hammock right here, and there's a good bit of sign around here. A lot of hog sign, a little bit of deer sign. So I figured it's getting late, let me just pick a spot. I did a lot of walking around, and this is what I came up with. So this is where we're gonna hang for the rest of the afternoon. See how it goes, fingers crossed. Got the old beast broadhead from Bomar Archery. I shot a doe with this, did really well.
So not even 15 minutes into my sit, I look over and there was 2 does working my way.
They actually hung out under me about an hour. They would come and go and just feed around and gave me an opportunity to film them. Now it is still deer season where I'm hunting, but unfortunately, no bucks came through. Either way, that's okay, because on this hunt, we're after hogs. And it didn't take long for the hogs to start moving in. This mama hog came into range at 20 yards with her 4 little shotes, but I just wasn't going to shoot her. They're too small to survive on their own, and I knew that killing the mom off would mean certain death for them. Although in many places of the United States, hogs are looked at as pests, I have come to appreciate them for the game animal they are and for the ability they give me to be able to go out and hunt them. I wasn't going to gain anything from shooting this hog, so I let her walk free and clear, trusting that God had something better in plan for me. Not even 5 minutes after I let her walk, I hear something coming out behind me to my left, and I reach over to grab my bow and get ready to take a shot. I can already see it's some hogs, but I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be a shooter or not. It actually turned out to be a really big boar hog, which I'm not interested in shooting in any way because honestly, I don't like the meat on a really big rank boar hog. It's a lot tougher and much more gamey. You can definitely taste the rank in the meat on a big boar hog, so I didn't even get my hopes up on him. And also, he came in from my downwind side and got a whiff of me immediately and was out of there. With about 15 minutes left of shooting light, I could see out in front of me there was more hogs coming my way from about 50 yards away. And these were the right ones too. I had hogs coming from every single direction. I saw a nice 60 to 70 pound sow working a little bit closer towards my right, but she was still about 35 to 40 yards away, and it was getting dark real soon. I spun my bow around to the other side to try and line up a shot. I'm very comfortable shooting 35 to 40 yards, no problem, but the light was draining very fast, and when I looked through my peep, it was a little bit blurry, and I didn't feel comfortable taking the shot. I knew that if this was going to happen, it needed to be inside of 25 yards. And it didn't take long because I could hear more hogs coming. I looked back in the direction they were coming from, and even more hogs started coming in. By this time, they were flooding in from all different directions and all different sizes. Some 20 pounders all the way up to 200 pounders. Safe to say, it was a target-rich environment. And it didn't take long for the perfect one to start working into range. I had about a 40 to 50 pound calico sow start coming in, and it looked like she was into 25 yards. I ranged a stump on the ground at 20 yards, and I got ready to shoot. Now I want to apologize in advance, as I had so much going on at the same time, I didn't realize I was already recording, and I actually pressed the record button twice, which ended up not recording what happened next.
All right, guys, so I'm pretty sure I just smoked that hog 18 yards. gonna go ahead and get down now. The other ones are still around here, I can hear them. But I'm gonna go ahead and get down now, go blood trail it, see if we can find this hog. Let's go. All right, let's rappel on down here. All right, we are on the ground. Let's go look for that hog. All right, guys, here's the arrow. Oh yeah. I don't know how well y'all can see that. Covered in blood right there. We got blood right here too. Dude, you know it's, oh, that's crazy. This is right where them deer were feeding at. And there's fresh deer poop from those deer, and there's blood right on top of the deer poop. More blood right there. Yeah, this hog is smoked. Let's go find this hog. You know what I'm not gonna do this time? I'm not gonna leave a $60
Perfectly good arrow.
Yeah, broadhead. There's the beast. How do I close this thing now, dude? Ah. Hold on, I need 2 hands for this.
Close it with your finger bones as it cuts through you.
Yeah. We'll start a track right here. Tools, mark first blood. All right, there's blood, there's blood. Let's see where he went from here. We got blood right here. Right here.
Yeah, that hog's dead, bro.
Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Oh, right. Dude, how did I miss this? Oh, yeah. Right through here. Jeez, bro. Way to be a hog. That's good blood. Oh, there we go. Dead hog. Let's go, baby. Perfect size one, too, bro. That's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah. Oh, it's a sow. Perfect. That's my exit right here. Looks like my entrance was high over here. You guys can kind of see. It's a perfect beast cut right there. And perfect cut right over here too. Oh yeah. That was excellent. I honestly got lucky. She went like 50 yards. Because I got a quartering away shot. So I definitely got lungs over here. I mean, she was spitting out every time she was moving. Good little eater sow right there. Let's go ahead and drag her out and get on out of here. So I used my little lineman's belt as a pull rope. I think that'll work just fine right there. Perfect. Let's go. Whew. Boy, am I glad to see that. I'll tell you what, dragging out the hog was the least of the problem this time. It was holding my bow, my saddle, my backpack, my stick, and dragging a hog. Because I got the mini backpack today. But finally back at the sled. Gonna load her up and get out of here. Whew, that right there is a sight for sore eyes. Oh, nice little cold water. We did it, boys and girls. We came out here and got ourselves exactly what we came after. Nice little juicy 50-pound sow. Gonna make some good eating. I gotta check the footage because I have a really bad feeling that the video was already recording when I was gonna shoot the hog and I thought it wasn't, and I pressed play, so I stopped recording. I haven't gotten a chance to rewatch it back, but I'll go ahead and apologize in advance if that's indeed what happened. Got a pretty good shot on this hog. She was quartering away. I came in through the upper back and exited through the lungs. I don't think any guts, because it doesn't smell like guts, so that's good. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the gutless method here and just kind of process this hog out right now. Throw it in the Yeti. We'll call that a successful trip. 2 trips is what it took for us to get on them. But as you guys saw, we had to go through water to get it. they're out there. You just gotta be willing to get them. But guys, that's all we have for you on this video. Hope you guys liked it, hope you learned something. And if you haven't already, I'm gonna ask that you subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. And I wanna continue to grow and bring you guys good content. But that's all we got right now. You guys be good, God bless. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.